Hello again, 10th of July 2021. What we have done in the meantime. Hive number one. I lifted a couple of weeks ago, I lifted some open brood on the second brood box. Just because the weather is not too good. Last couple of weeks was bad enough, was raining and temperature just reaching over 15-16 degrees, really bad. But 2 weeks ago was a good flow, so they almost finished the super in between. The hive number two, not much happening in that hive. I looked through the hive. I didn't make a video, but I looked through that hive, found the queen, no queen cells. The queen was, I was struggling to find the queen. The queen was obviously marked, the mark always almost gone from it, so I just remarked the queen. And hive number three, the super I gave them was over half full, so it was not too bad. So that was drone comb. Hive number two didn't do much with the foundation I gave them, so almost nothing at all. didn't even started at that. We're coming at the main flow, bramble coming out. And the willow herbs. So today it's just good weather for today. We're hoping to get some queens mated, but it starts bad enough. It's rain for tomorrow again. So I'll put the camera on my chest, and what we're going to do with this hive now, we're going to split that hive because they're given bad enough weather next few days again, and that hive is so strong, so I'm just afraid they going to get swarmies in swarmy condition. So I'll want to make a split from that hive. So today we're making a split. We have a look all three hives, see what happens. So hive number one, we have a look inside and see what happened. I haven't touched that hive for around 2 weeks. Yes, that brood box is very heavy. Absolutely. The weight of that is, I don't know, must be full of honey. I repeat, I lifted a few frames open brood from the bottom, the queen excluder here still, and I lifted a few frames open brood a couple of weeks ago. The reason I lifted, after 9 days, on day 9, all eggs, if I lift any eggs, they were capped calf brood, so I can use calf brood for to make a split, for to make a nuke. We'll have a look first in the super. What have they done? Now they have almost, well, half the middle is done. I repeat, the weather was absolutely desperate last couple of weeks. The last frame they didn't get at it, so what I'm doing is I put in the undrawn frame in here in the middle, and the one which is done, there's a nice bit of nectar here. I put that at the very end so they can build this one quicker. The very same. Let's have a look what's in the last frame here. No, they just trying to just start and draw it, so it's again middle one is over half done. So I take this one just a little bit done. So I try if that one is not done either. So only few frames in the middle are done. So this one I'll put in this one because it's half drawn. putting at the end and putting that one in the middle. Now I want to look at the bottom brood box. Just put the super here for the time being. So first of all, to make a nuke, we need a nuke obviously. What we're looking for, I need calf brood from here, 1 or 2 frames of completely calf brood. Then I need frame of 2 frames or 2 frames of stores, and I need 1 or 2 foundation, empty, completely empty foundation. And we need some nurse bees. The nurse bees which we need are located on the open brood. Open brood is only on the bottom, because queen, there's a queen excluder, so queen is working on the bottom. So we need a couple of frames of nurse bees. We're going to shake them into this box, and the calf brood from here, when the calf brood come out from here, it'll be stronger nuke. And the younger bees are accepting queen a lot better, a lot easier than the older queens, the older bees. So we, first of all, we need to find the queen and just temporarily cover her with this cap. We see where she is. I wouldn't be surprised if I'll find some queen cells in here, because the weather was really bad. She's not here. So the weather was bad and it's a strong colony. Actually, there's no eggs in here. It's a bit of a calf brood. Oh, there is eggs. There is eggs here. Eggs there are, right? There's some coops. Only play coops. There's no eggs on them. No. Queen is not here. Some calf brood. Yeah, there's lots of eggs. I see a lot of eggs there. So queen is still here. She didn't fly away, obviously. Oh, now there's a large amount of larvae and eggs in that frame. There's our queen. Calf brood and larvae in this one. Where is she hiding? So it's open brood, that one, that one. I need to lift some open brood again on the second brood box, because if I need to do any more splits later on, I can use complete calf brood with no eggs to make more splits. Oh, there's a queen. There's a queen there. There's a queen, there's a baby. Right. So what I'm doing is just temporary putting her under arrest. Just temporary. So we have open brood on those 3 frames. That be the nurse bees we need for to make our split. Now, top brood box. Top brood box, completely full of something. try to focus better. Ooh. Ooh. They even start capping this, which I don't want. I want all honey and everything in the super. So from here I need some cab brood. And frame or two of stores. Now that's nice frame of stores, that'll do me. That's one. Now that's a frame of calf brood, and most of it on this side is hatched out, and an empty cells. That's what we need. An empty cells. Some of them are filled with the nectar, but don't mind that. Play cup, nothing. Because when they release the newer queen, she will lay in those cells. So there's a bee hatching out there. Oh, there's another one just coming out here. Hello, that one just hatched. This one is coming out. Happy birthday. Right, so we need, there's a bit of calf brood in here. That's what we need. We'll look for another one, hopefully. Yeah, there's a bit of drone brood only here and stores. Don't want that. Yeah, there's another bit of calf brood here. Playing cups, there's nothing in them, because that's over the queen excluder. So another frame here. I go and put foundation. Well, I go and shake bees first, because it'll be easier to shake Norse bees. So the frame in here, this frame contains, no, that's calf brood. Oh, some open brood on this side, that's fine. And another frame, I think, was that one? No, the next one. Yeah, there's a lot of larvae in that one. So that's Norse bees as well. That's the bees we need. So what we need to lift some open brood upstairs. For next time if I want to make a split. And some stores or calf brood downstairs. Then go and lift it, make a room for queen to lay. That's open brood again. So that one is open brood. Lifting open brood upstairs. And downstairs, a bit of stores. And empty cells for queen to lay. That is almost hatched out. And we have to release, obviously, our queen. Now there she goes. That's that one done. So we have two frames of bees shaped from the bottom one. So we put a foundation here. And obviously I have a bit of a drawn comb frame. It's not completely finished, but it'll be easier for queen to lay eggs into it. So there's two frames of calf brood. Well, not full frames, but they'll do. They'll just hatching. And frame of foundation, frame of empty drawn comb, and I go and give them another frame of stores. Not too heavy, because it'll be probably too much for them. Something lighter, like that one. This one here is just a bit of a stores on it, and the rest of it is drawn comb. That's what we need for queen to lay. That is obviously our nook. So we just want to put all these bits back together. Prevent squash the bees. Just have to smoke them slightly. Queen excluder. Now, so I put second brood box in here now, and the super into its normal position. But we took a few frames from here, so I replaced them with the foundation. The best way to put those frames is between open brood. They gonna build them quicker and nicer as well, so it'll be straight, not bendy, not crooked. So we have replaced the frames we took for the split, and we put our super in here. Plastic disappeared somewhere. Plastic crown board. And the roof, job done. In here we're going to introduce the queen. I using those pushed in cages, so I'm going to get a queen now and going to stick the queen in there. I'm going to get a queen. There's a bit of Facelia here, nice blooming. Now this plant, see this plant here, the name of it is globe thistle. I've planted a lot of them because this plant, say if Facelia gives you around 300 kilos per hectare of nectar, of honey or nectar, whichever, this give you up to ton per hectare. This is absolutely amazing plant. It's not even started blooming yet, but when it starts blooming, I'm gonna make a special video about this plant, globe thistle. It's an amazing plant. Now we're getting our queen. The queen is here somewhere. Yeah, that's the mated one. Some eggs in that one. Now there's a bit of cab root, and there's our queen. We put her in this cage in her own. Come on baby, you can do it. In her own with no nurse bees. We just want her here in her own. That's it, job done. There's another amazing plant which is called Knifophia, or red hot torch lily, poker torch lily, something like that. That is the nectar. There's a large amount of nectar. See the drops here, and it's really nice and sweety. So what we're doing is simply pushing this cage, just widen up a little bit and then pressing back on. So the cage just sits in there like that. There's a candy plug there, so they go and eat that straight through and release the queen in around 2 days time. And we're going to put some syrup, small amount, about 300 grams. That's it. Because we're going to close them for 3 days. We're going to close the entrance. We're closing the entrance completely for 3 days. I'm going to put it in here. So in 3 days time, we're going to open it, open the entrance first, and then on day 4 I'll go and check how they release the queen, check for the eggs, and that's our split. So we have a look at hive number 2 now. See how what have they done. They were done nothing 2 weeks ago. Absolutely not a thing. They only filled the brood box with the nectar, so they didn't even start it. They're a little bit, they have something just barely started here, but as I said, the weather was absolutely disaster. So to get them build those frames quicker, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take 2 frames from here, 2 empty frames, because I know hive number 3 we gave them drone comb, not the foundation for the super. We gave them drone comb, so they have filled that in a week time, over half full. So 2 frames I taken from here and taken 2 frames from here and swap them. That is absolutely nice job. All these full of nectar. That's what we need. So I put it here to attract those bees into the super. Staggered, not together, every second. Only 2 frames is enough. Oops, it's glued underneath. And it's very heavy. It's full of nectar. So that's that job. Those 2 foundations going into the places in here and here, so they will draw them faster as well. Just have a look at the last frame or what they have. This side is full of nectar, so it's ready for second super, which I'll be putting underneath. But those 2 frames will do them for a few days, because they're given rain for tomorrow, so there is no need for second super just yet. So we see what we have in this hive here. I didn't look at that hive about 2 weeks. I marked the queen in that hive because she was barely marked, was almost gone. Was a little bit left from the mark in there. I just want to position a bit better. See what's in here. It's full frame of stores, heavy frame. Queen is not here. Obviously we're looking for either queen cells or something, because the weather is bad. Colony is not really doing much. Looking for eggs and for the queen. There's no eggs in that one, in that frame. Oh, there is larvae and eggs on this frame here, alright. Yeah. surround. There's a surround of honey here, but in the middle there is larvae and eggs. So queen is there anyhow. Again, this start cap and there's eggs and larvae in this frame here. Oh wow! Now what we have here is a queen cell. This seems to me is a supersedure queen cell, because if that would be a swarmy queen cell, first of all, it's not the one queen cell. They usually put in few of them. I'm going to look through all these frames, but that is definitely not, in my opinion, it's not a swarmy queen cell. We'll have a look. I might be wrong. I'm going to destroy it anyway. The larvae is just today, also it was capped yesterday or before yesterday, so just recently. It didn't turn on into the pupa yet, so it's just capped. I hope to find the queen. So there is some reason why they start superseding her. We'll have a look at the queen. Now, if you can't see clearly your frame because it's covered with the bees, you just shake them down. There's another queen cell, well, queen coop here with a smaller larvae, just one. There's nothing in that one. So it's two basically we found. Well, there's no eggs in that one, but I reckon it's not a swarmy yet. Might be wrong. There's a lot of larvae on this frame and eggs. So queen is here, she's still laying. There's eggs in there in the middle as well. Eggs and larvae on this side too. Oh, there's a good bit of cab brood hatching out. No, there's no more queen cell as far as I can see. Larvae in this one. Oh, again, yeah, it's more or less the same thing we have here. We have single queen cell, not in the middle, somewhere before last. That's third last, but it's definitely not a. There's eggs in here, so it's not a swarm itself. That's only drone brood. This coop is empty. Sometimes when you have a drone brood, you can, small amount, if you damage it, and you will see if there's any varroa in it. There's no varroa inside so far. But varroa is definitely there, it's always present. Depends what time of the year, the amount of varroa could be significant. Can't see any queen. We need the queen to have a look at her, what's wrong with her, because if they start supersedure, so it means something wrong. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to find, even when she is marked. It's hard to find the queen because it's a large amount of bees here. Right. I'll have to start from beginning. From first frame. find the queen, because I definitely need to find... Oh, there is a queen. Oh, wow. Oh, no, she doesn't look nice to me. First of all, the wings are a bit tripped, something, and the mark is all over her. So yeah, when I marked her, the mark I got a bit excited. But so what I going to do, we're going to change this queen now. First of all, we have to arrest her, just temporary, until we decide what to do. So what would be the best solution in this situation here? We found 2 queen cells and 1 queen coop with a small larvae. I reckon this is not swarming. Swarm is absolutely different cells, and they usually on the bottom, and usually not 2 or 3, usually, you know, 5 or 10, 15, whatever. So, and the queen doesn't look, see, she's laying eggs and all, but they supersedure, so they're not happy with that queen, they want to change her. What I'm going to do now, there's 2 ways to change the queen. If I squash this queen, right, kill this queen now, the colony will produce queens from the larvae they have. But if colony has no laying queen, productivity of colony drops very, very significantly. Say if this colony works for 100% now with the laying queen and all, if I squash the queen, they will work for only 15-20% strength. So basically I losing whatever honey crop, whatever available. This is a big anchor for this colony if I squash the queen. What can we do? We can do it this way. So we, before introduce newer queen in there, we have to make sure we have no cap brood, no queen cells, capped or uncapped, whichever. So all brood needs to be completely capped. Then we're safe enough to introduce a newer queen. But if we kill the queen, we're stopping the colony. That's a bit of a dilemma, what to do. So we do it my way. The way I change in an older queens or supersedure, whatever queens, which are something wrong with them. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get plastic cage. I'm going to put that queen, arrest the queen into the plastic cage and leave her there for roughly about 9 days. 9 days, everything will be capped. It could be 7 days, 8 days. From larger larvae, they're not going to start queen. But you're better off 9 days later, pull out the cage, kill the queen, and then introduce your destroy. You have to look through all your frames for queen cell, because every larvae, every egg in that could become a queen cell in 9 days time. So you have to shake all the bees, check all your frames, destroy every queen cells you could see, and then you're safe enough to introduce a new queen. Otherwise, if you try to introduce queen, newer queen, mated queen of course, when the larvae and eggs present in the hive, the mated queen will be killed. There is no way you will introduce that queen. There is a lot of different tricks, but they are hard to go, and there's a lot of conditions needs to be done. So you can introduce the queen with the open brood, but that's not for beginners. So what we do is we put that queen under arrest for 9 days. In 9 days time, we're safe enough to kill her and introduce newer queen into that. But we need to put this frame in the middle of that hive, because the queen produces pheromones, and that is boost for the colony for to work hard, for to bring the honey, bring everything. So we're going to arrest this queen here. I just want to push this cage a little bit further, so they not going like make a hole straight through and release the queen. You can use either that cage, or you can use transporting cage. I usually using transporting cage and hang the queen in between the frames in the middle. So I go and put this frame in the middle. So the queen still produce pheromone, so she's still present in the hive, but the bees, but she's not producing eggs. So the bees are happy, the bees are working hard, happy days. So that part done. Now we don't need any queen excluder at this stage, so we just putting that back. Just need to smoke them a little bit. And that is it. Job done. Nine days time or more. Now we want to check hive number 3. Oh, it's actually quite heavy. Checking last frame. Last frame, one side full of nectar, the other side is empty. And that means we need another super. Those 2 frames of the foundation we gave them, that wouldn't be enough. The last frame here, last frame full of nectar. We just turn it out the other way. And we definitely need another super. We'll have a look into the brood box, see what's in there. Jeez, that's very heavy frame. Ooh. Oh, I damaged a bit of a drone brood there. Have to cut it off because I damaged it anyway. It's a bad idea if you cutting all of the drone brood. No, they need it for something, leave it on, but if you damage it, sure, you better take it off completely. Lots of eggs in there. Display cup, no egg in that one. So it was a newer queen introduced after we made artificial swarming. Oh, there is a queen. There is a baby, big, nice, fat baby. He's laying a lot of eggs, and there's eggs there. Happy days. Just want to quickly check this hive. Just make sure everything is fine. A lot of eggs and larvae, no cups with eggs. Calf brood, very nice. Calf complete frame, calf and open brood, larvae. So there's no, oh, there's some play. Now there is, see those wires here, sometimes they're sticking out and the frames becomes odd. I just cut them with the scissors. I don't have scissors on me there now, but I go and cut them with the scissors and pull them out so they can rebuild all those holes. There's no eggs in those coops. It's fine. Bees are getting a little bit nervous. There's a lot of eggs in that. Oh, so this hive is in absolutely 100% working condition. Just playing coop. A lot of eggs, the brood hatching out, a lot of eggs in the middle. So we're all fine. And that is really heavy. There's a few play coops here, I just want to check them. No eggs. No eggs. No. No, 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 very good. And there's nothing on this side. So we're happy with that. What we're going to do, we're going to put, again, we're going to put the queen excluder anyhow. And I'm going to put completely empty frame foundations, because we're beginners. We need to have, we only have undrawn frames. And we put a heavy one that's about 70%, 70-80% full of nectar. I usually put in an extra super when I have 40 up to 50. If it's half full, I put another one just in case of honey flow. So we're putting all those bits back together. That will be it for now. Bees are getting a bit nasty on me. The weather is getting cloudy back again. See you in the next